I'm fine, thanks.
So we are here to basically embarrass myself and show how bad I am at making holds, considering that the last one I did was in like probably a decade ago. But we're giving your DROD idea generator a shot, which you made. Oh, how long have you been making it? A couple weeks now.
I've started working on it about a week and a half ago, so
Hmm.
10 days,
Yeah,
something about that time.
and it's all.
And it changed a lot. Just a funny thing because not everyone will know it. The first day I published it on the chat, people told me to completely change it because we came up with a better idea how to implement everything.
Isn't that always how it goes? As soon as you get something done, it's like, oh wait, there's so many things I could do better than this.
Yeah, but in this case it was everything pretty much.
Yeah, I know that
The
feeling.
design stayed the same, but the whole database schema was changed.
Hmm. But no, it's turned out very well. You've got a lot of people. A lot of people have put in a lot of good work into it. Um,
Yes.
You've done the backbone, but there's been a lot of other people who have basically filled the generator with ideas. So what we're gonna do, I have my nice tab open, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and do 6 rooms. The reason for the timer, as you guys probably saw when I did it, is that we're going to limit ourselves to 10 minutes a room. Which for me, I might get a couple elements late, and that'll be it. Of course, later on, we may go and finish it off, but we'll just spend 10 minutes on each concept, and then maybe tweak it up later. I... So for you, it's going into the hold that you are already working on, which you are streaming.
Narrow
Um,
perspectives.
if you want to plug
It's
that,
already on the architecture board. You can see it.
yes, I highly recommend it. I need to actually give it a try. And for me, I guess I'm making my first hold in like a decade, so I believe, oh, what did I call it? I believe I called my hold baptism by fire, so that's kind of a precursor to, what's going on. So, I guess with that, I get to do the first roll.
Yeah, just one more question I have.
Yes.
Because I just realized we haven't made any rules. So, will we have to implement all of the ideas generated, or only some of them?
Um, jeez.
Because you do realize that some of the things that may be created by the generator may
It's
be
true.
completely impossible to do anything about them.
Mm-hmm. Um, let's say, I mean, I guess you'd know this better than I do. What's the kind of approximate amount of ideas you get per roll?
It gives you between 3 and 7, I
3 and 7.
think.
Why don't we say as a rule then over half the ideas? So I mean, like if there's 3 ideas, try and implement at least 2 of them.
Okay.
If there's 7, then we're implementing 4. And if you want to go more because it works out, then that works out.
Okay.
Sound good?
Fine by me. Yep.
Okay. So with that, let's give this a roll, and I'm incredibly afraid. Oh, hey, 3. Idea generator number 1. Make this interaction the main focus of the room. Roach egg hatches into roach after 4 turns. Include this interaction in the room. A soldier horn summons a soldier. And include this interaction in the room. Dagger allows player to move over trapdoor without dropping it.
Actually, it's pretty sane. I was
It's
afraid it would be worse.
joys of live TV. So,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm going to switch back to that. Timer in the top left-hand corner. I'm going to pull my screen up. Okay. I'm gonna just make a new room to the side. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
I already have an idea.
I do not. Timer started. Let's hop to this.
Okay.
So obviously, I need to do Roach Queen somehow, and I need.
Just tell me, how can I make use of a soldier horn if I have no access to the room edges?
Oh yeah, you've already kind of got a template there, don't you? See, I'm smart.
Yes.
I don't have any hold going, so I can go from there.
Okay, I'll think of something.
So, I'm going to, just right off the bat, I'll make myself a dagger token right here, and force the player to get. So this hold that you're making, this is your first hold, right?
It's my second hold. I already made one called... And now the problem is I pronounce it trapoe, but that's how you would pronounce it if it was a Polish word. I suppose trapo works better. And it was a hold I made back in the City Beneath engine.
Okay.
7 years ago, something like that.
Fair enough. And the last hold I made was Delver's Demise, which was a single level hold, which I was kind of happy with. I definitely it was a hell of a lot better than my first one, which I won't even mention. But I also made that one back when I was like 14. So okay. I'm trying to think of clever ways I can use roach queens and daggers together.
Oh yeah, there needs to be a dagger. Before I forget, let's add the token.
So let's assume.
Yeah, I already have an idea. I'm going to make it that the eggs, while they are hatching, will keep pressure plates down, which will keep something open.
Okay.
I don't know what yet.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, I think it's pretty. It's a good implementation of the first, let's call it, rule.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to nod. I think I'm making a mistake forcing people to build the dagger right away. I think I want to try and find a room. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I think I want to find a room in which you have to make a conscious choice over taking when to take the dagger and when to take the when to use the sword.
Yeah, I think at least in the second sky there weren't any rooms. At least I don't remember any where you could switch weapons in the middle of the room. You usually either started with the weapon or you were losing it at the end of the room. Maybe I'm forgetting something.
No, I think you're right. Cause I mean, even looking at like the last level, there were definitely, they made it so that there was ways in which you would complete. Oh, what else does the dagger have functionality-wise that would make it a negative choice for killing roach queens?
Well, it's impossible to kill 2 rows of roaches in a corridor with a dagger.
It's true.
You need to be. It's good for killing a lot of monsters who approach you in a single line, but when they form a wider columnar, they're pretty dangerous.
And the way I have my level set up is that I do have it so that
holy crap, it's already 4 minutes.
maybe we need to extend it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little. Maybe 20 minutes per room, so we'll make 3.
Nope. Okay, so I have those there. You know what? Maybe I'll force dagger, but I'll put a nice big token in here.
Is there any way to make the it that you can't reach the roaches, but they will be using pathfinding to get to you.
I could very easily add a brain in there. I'm thinking, I'm actually thinking of almost doing like a single corridor maze would be interesting, and then blocking it all off. So doing basically like a trapdoor maze in the middle to pressure plates that as soon as you hit one, it closes off all the other doors. And then you would have to go grab the sword and find a way to leave, walking through trapdoors, which you'd be blocking them off, and then getting the dagger back.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Let's see.
Just have to,
Actually, let's change it.
So let's just make a spiral to start off with. I can fill in spots from there as to how to maze pathfind. I'm definitely not centered, but oh well. Oh, rotate maturation is the main focus. That's a good point.
Can you repeat?
Oh, Chico just said to remind me that rotate maturation is the main focus, and I should be able to do that. Maybe I can have it so that the spawn unlocks a door. That then has to be shit like that. That would definitely keep it nice and sane. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, that's what I would want. So trapdoor over water. And bear in mind, even if we don't finish it, as long as I think if we get to the point that we know what the main puzzle is,
It will be a success.
I would consider that a success. My standards are pretty low. And I definitely think with that...
I have the chat open, but I don't have time to look at it.
I can kind of quasi-read it out. I think Nuntar's wanting us to do 20 minutes per room and make it 6 still, but I think Nuntar would love us to stream all day too. Which I consider a compliment. Okay, so I'm gonna path in.
Wrong. Okay.
Okay, so... Okay. I want. I don't think I need to put a red door in here. I will just trapdoor everything, except those. Oh wait, I don't want to use doors. I want to use force arrows. Because that will cause people to, that will cause the roaches to actually come out. I think I'm going to move this in a little bit. Oh, I don't have perfect symmetry in here. That'll kind of bug me, but oh well.
Yeah, I don't have it either, but I've just figured out it can be a part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not immediately obvious that the room is out of symmetry, and I did it again.
Oh well. It's all part of our plan. That's the excuse.
Okay, so all I need is to make it possible to kill the roach queen, and let's see.
It'll be interesting, and that one is actually going to... Oh wait, this one should actually be for that. And that one. And this one should actually be for that, and not for that. Losing track of myself.
I noticed Chaco is saying that the symmetry, that the dimensions of the rooms in DROD are even, and the symmetry has to be on 2 center rows and columns, and that's something even though my hold is the symmetry is theoretically 1 tile, only recently I have noticed that everything is a little bit off center. I've been making this hold for a couple of weeks already and made 24 rooms or so, and only then I noticed something so basic.
I'm fine to get really weird sometimes about being accurate with symmetry, and I don't know what it is about me, but don't necessarily know if this is possible yet, but because I'll have to move down anyways. I think the only thing I might have issues with is brain path mapping over arrows. I don't know if there's any better way I can deal with that.
No, I don't think there is, and I've just slightly changed my initial design to accommodate for that.
Yeah.
Fortunately, in my case, it was a pretty easy change.
I still need to visualize how this will all play out, but... So we're at 16 minutes right now. I definitely feel like I have something. Ah, crap.
Yep, I think I have my room ready, actually. I'm just making a final test if it's possible to finish.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to playtest mine, but I'm definitely on the right path. The fact that I came up with anything in 20 minutes, I still find a miracle. Yeah. So I feel the need to mention to HyperMe, this isn't a contest, this is just building holds for the fun of it. I've already admitted I will lose if this was a contest, so...
I think, just like you said, just the fact that you managed to make anything is victory in itself.
So I definitely like where this is, because as soon as I hit here, because you'd have to have the dagger every time. I'm just gonna kind of walk through. I'll take my last couple minutes to see how it plays out right now.
Sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I will have to work on the pressure plate situation a little bit, because they're not going to path map out. I'm curious, let me just get rid of arrows for a second.
Take all the time you need.
I wonder if I have the arrows in the wrong spot. Yeah, I still have a little bit of time. Oh no, they won't spawn on force arrows. Actually, I wonder if I need a separate timer.
A separate timer for what?
To deal with the to deal with letting them out, I'm wondering if those pressure plates aren't the best idea. I'm wondering if the timer I need to use should be off in the top corner and have a roach queen that holds down a pressure plate but then immediately would get incinerated by a hot tile.
Yeah, because currently the way you have it is that...
Because that hot tile, or that, yeah. You know what? I'm liking that a little better. Okay. I have 40 seconds. I think once the timer is done, I'll stop. I'll quickly playtest and see how that idea is, and then we can call that.
So do you make?
do
do you ever make rooms, or is it really the first time you open the level editor in the last years?
I definitely have made some rooms before. I have made some rooms in the past. Any incentive for that, for what that pressure plate holds now, but...
Looking at my lagging timer, you have 3 seconds.
Yes. Yeah.
3
No,
seconds.
I'm done. I think I'm definitely on the. Yeah, I stopped it.
Yeah, just come on, don't worry. Take a few minutes if you need to.
I'm just kind of doing the last. So if I do a pull down, a force down pressure plate here, and I could have it open. Actually, I'd want them to just toggle. I still need incentive as to why you need to get to those pressure plates. Unless that's where the tokens are being held.
Which tokens?
Unless that's where I put the really big sword tokens.
Okay.
But then I need to, actually, I could just force a player out.
Actually, it's a pretty neat idea, putting those really big sword
Here's
tokens.
what I think I would do.
Except in the way it looks right now, it would make the room impossible. Because once you grab the really big sword from...
I'm changing something around. You'll see it on a bit of a delay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm changing so that you would enter in, you would block off the path, but then you would have to immediately pick up the dagger when leaving. So you'd have to fight in here. Actually, you know what? To be fair, with the roach queen here, I can change what these enemies are. I don't have to make them roach queens anymore. Yeah. I could change them to something else.
You're right. Except, if you do that, remember to...
I'd still put probably like a roach queen in there, but I may do other things in here that could make it more interesting. Okay, no, I'm happy with this room. I'll call this room definitely. I mean, and most of what we're doing here too is showing what the draw generator can do too. So I'll call that as it says.